we're going to illustrate that with what we call our bucket of mud demonstration. And in that demonstration, what we're going to do is we've set up a fiber optic link here. And in this link, I've got a fiber camera, which is looking at the Emerson logo behind me. And that logo is being launched via light through this mated pair of connectors, through our fiber optic cable over to this mated pair of connectors, and being projected onto the screen over here to my left, which would be your right. So what we're going to do is disconnect this link at this point right here. I guess it doesn't matter which end we use. So we've lost our feed, and we're going to take this expanded beam connector, actually jam it in the mud here. Jam it, twist it. Not recommended practice in the field, but we all know what happens in the real world. As you can see here, we've got a very mud-impacted connector. That type of action would have destroyed most physical contact type connections. Your glass would have been crushed or severely scratched, which means that even after you cleaned it off, you're not going to get any light to pass through there. Got a glass of water. It's not a special cleaning solvent or anything, it's just water. Got quite a bit of mud impacted in there. Definitely want to clean as much of that out as possible so you don't bind your threads. And to illustrate our point, what I'm going to do is leave gross contamination in there yet. This is not by any stretch a clean connection or a recommended good connection. But to illustrate the point that small particulates and contamination working with a much larger beam size at this point is going to allow your signal to come back up. So we're going to reestablish our link by mating these two connectors back together. You can actually, all the mud and sand is keeping the threads from working smoothly. So we force it together and we've reestablished our link. So as we're trying to illustrate here, you've got an environment that you do not want people putting fiber into the dirt. Invariably though, it always occurs. People drop connectors, vehicles drive over connectors, people drag connectors, they handle cables improperly. Necessity is the mother of invention. So they're going to do a quick clean as best they can. They got to get the link back up and running. And with expanded beam connections, you can do that because you're not going to get access to the actual glass fiber, thereby destroying that end face.